Excellent. Let's set up the matches for you now at 135 pounds. The championship matches in Class A. Carlos Martinez of Papillion-LaVista meets Nate Hoeft of Millard North in Class B. Chaz DeVetter of Omaha Skutt faces Jeff Elsasser of Omaha Gross in Class C. It'll be Travis Lucas of Raymond Central meeting Brian Welte of Tekamah-Herman. And in Class D, Doug Hunt of Garden County meets Roger Maxwell of Arapahoe. That's your matchups at 135 pounds.
You thought that last weight class was exciting. Wait till you watch this one, because in all three A, B, and D, we've got some heated rivalries. Carlos Martinez of Papillion-LaVista in Class A and Nate Hoeft of Millard North. Those two really go at it. Hoeft coming out on top last time, 8-5 at the Metro tournament. Chaz DeVetter and Jeff Elsasser in Class B. DeVetter of Omaha Skutt, Elsasser of Omaha Gross. This is the 6th time they've wrestled this year. Chaz DeVetter leads the series 4-1 at this point. And in Class D, these two have met before. Doug Hunt losing in overtime to Roger Maxwell 2-1. So DeVetter in deep on a shot in Class B. No one able to come out with a score there.
In Class C, a couple of juniors going at it. They both, Brian Welte of Tekamah-Herman came in ranked number 2. Travis Lucas of Raymond Central came in ranked number 3. And last year, Lucas placed 5th and Welte placed 6th. So they're pretty evenly matched as well. No score in any of the matches so far here at 135 pounds. Very close to a takedown was Jeff Elsasser of Omaha Gross. But trying to get off the mat is DeVetter.
He did get the takedown. Elsasser jumps out to an early 2-0 lead over Chaz DeVetter of Omaha Skutt in Class B. Keep your eye on Carlos Martinez from Papillion-LaVista in Class A, because he's a thrower, but Nate Hoeft will back it up just as well.
Again, Hoeft was a champion last year at 130 pounds, also has placed 3rd twice at the state tourney. Martinez was a state runner-up 2 times and was a 4th place. So they're both going to be 4-time medalists, which I think is just outstanding.
Carlos Martinez is also a 3-time all-state place kicker in football. So I think that's where he's looking to spend his college days, is kicking the ball around.
In Class B, Jeff Elsasser of Gross had to beat the number 1 ranked wrestler Mike Wells of Albion to get here. And DeVetter beat the number 3 ranked Steve Wagner of Garrett.
Oh, and Elsasser's got DeVetter in trouble in Class B.
Still no score in classes C, D,
and there's the fall. Jeff Elsasser of Omaha Gross gets the pin in Class B over Chaz DeVetter.
Now DeVetter just a sophomore, so he'll have another shot at it. Elsasser, a senior, able to get the state championship that is so coveted. No score in Class D. No score in Class A. No score in Class C. So those guys coming up on that next match in Class B. It seems like they'll have a long wait now. As even though it's the same amount of weight with nobody on your mat, it just seems like it takes a lot longer.
So we're going to start the second period in all of our matches. No score, but Carlos Martinez already out to an early escape in Class A. He leads 1-0 now over Nate Hoeft of Millard North.
They've entered the second period in Class C between Brian Welte of Tekamah-Herman and Travis Lucas of Raymond Central. Welte had a couple of pins and an 11-8 decision to get to the finals. Lucas had an 8-2 decision, a pin, and an 11-2 decision. And neither wrestler able to score yet in Class C. In Class D, we remain scoreless in the second period between Doug Hunt of Garden County and Roger Maxwell of Arapahoe. Hunt defeated the number 3 ranked wrestler Frank Ashkoff of Osmond in last night's semifinal. Hunt ranked number 1 coming into the tourney. Maxwell was ranked number 4.
Roger Maxwell of Arapahoe is a 4-time qualifier. Got 4th last year. 126 takedowns. That's a school record this year. We've got injury time for Carlos Martinez in Class A.
And in Class C, we might have a lot of action going on there as Brian Welte almost had the throw going. It looked like he was going to have him in trouble.
And actually comes away with nothing.
Wow. And he trails it 1-0 over with Travis Lucas.
Lucas doing a good job of avoiding the near fall situation, and even fought off and didn't even give up a takedown in that situation.
It really looked like Welte was going to have him in trouble, but nice counter. Again, we're down in Class B where Jeff Elsasser won by pin over Chaz DeVetter. No score yet in Class D. We have 2 matches at 1-0 and scoreless again in the other match. So Nate Hoeft of Millard North, a champion last year at 130. Carlos Martinez, 2-time state runner-up. And right now it's Martinez with a 1-0 lead. It's 1-0 in Class C.
Nate Hoeft from Millard North, also a 4-time medalist, placing 3rd twice, and like you said, a state champion last year.
Again in Class C, Travis Lucas leading 1-0. Lucas from Raymond Central, Brian Welte of Tekamah-Herman.
Nate Hoeft's only loss this year was to Jeff Elsasser of Omaha Gross, who we saw come out the victor in Class B.
So those guys
both being in the Omaha area, those teams will run into each other on occasion, even though they're in different classes. They will, on certain tournaments, run into each other, and some schools even duel each other as well. So
Class D, still no score with 45 seconds to go in the second period between Doug Hunt of Garden County, who is in the top position right now, and Roger Maxwell of Arapahoe on the bottom. Maxwell coming in at 30-3, a senior, and Doug Hunt 32-2, a senior. In Class C, 1:34 to go in the third period. And on top is Travis Lucas of Raymond Central, who leads by 1, and Brian Welte of Tekamah-Herman on the bottom, trailing. And
Tekamah-Herman, predominantly a wrestling powerhouse from the eastern part of the state.
They have won a lot of team championships over the years.
And like I said, back in 1989, they set that all-class scoring record with 192.5 points, but that's one that Kearney is in Class A this year is going to try to break. They haven't broke it yet, though. The record's still safe at this point.
In Class A, it's still Martinez leading by 1 over Nate Hoeft with 17 seconds to go in the second period.
We're going to go into the third period, all tied up 0-0 in Class D. Doug Hunt's choice, he's going to take the down position.
Less than a minute to go now in Class C with a 1-0 lead for Travis Lucas of Raymond Central.
Again, these two wrestlers in Class D, Doug Hunt of Garden County and Roger Maxwell of Arapahoe. Last time they wrestled went into overtime. You see Roger Maxwell thinking he's going to have a better chance of wrestling him on his feet, cuts Doug Hunt loose right away. Now Hunt leads 1-0.
Well, I tell you, you have to have a lot of confidence to do that. It is still 1-0 in Class C, and it's kind of interesting. It looks like Welte is looking more for the reversal than the escape, trying to get the victory instead of tying it up. And now he's going to come out of there, and he may get the escape, and he does, and ties it up. Welte ties the match at 1.
30 seconds to go, less than 30 seconds to go in that match now, tied up 1-1 in Class C.
I do think he changed his strategy. He was trying more reversal type moves, and I think decided he better just get the point and tie it up.
Get the one and at least take the tie. That's right. Go for the sure tie and hope, if anything, send it into overtime. We're down to the final 15 seconds in Class C between Travis Lucas of Raymond Central and Brian Welte, tied up 1-1. We're probably going to see another overtime match. This could be a long day with all these overtime matches.
Then exciting matches, and in Class D, it's still 1-0. Doug Hunt of Garden County leading Roger Maxwell of Arapahoe with less than a minute now to go in that match. And I still kind of wonder about I mean, like I said, you got to have a lot of confidence to let somebody loose.
We must have a blood timeout in Class A. Nate Hoeft apparently is cut on the side of his face. They're trying to get that stopped. He trails 1-0 to Carlos Martinez of Papillion-LaVista.
And on blood timeouts, a total of 5 minutes, isn't it, in the match, I believe? So you do have some time to get that taken care of. Down to 35 seconds in Class D, as it's still 1-0. Doug Hunt of Garden County leading Roger Maxwell of Arapahoe. And I've got to think that they're going to, I don't think Maxwell's been warned yet, but he has.
Well, he made an aggressive attempt there.
Yeah.
So that probably, in the minds of the official, makes him back off of the stalling call a little bit there. 14 seconds to go. Doug Hunt of Garden County holding onto 1-0 lead over Roger Maxwell. Again, Roger Maxwell cut him loose, gave him that point that could end up being the one that cost him the match.
And he definitely does look like he's just trying to ride it out. That's the other danger you run into. The other wrestler can stall it on you, and that's kind of what happened. So the winner, Doug Hunt of Garden County, wins it 1-0 in a tight match. We're tied at 1-1 as we are in overtime in Class C between Travis Lucas of Raymond Central and Brian Welte of Tekamah-Herman. They've got quite a match going.
In Class A, Carlos Martinez still holding on to a 1-0 lead over Nate Hoeft. He's trying to do his best to ride him. We've got 1:26 to go in that match. Still no change in Class A or Class C.
Down to 20 seconds left in the first overtime period in Class C. You know, there's been a lot of discussion about the overtime format. I like the new one, the one they have now, better. In the old days, it was left up to a judge's decision many times. And
the only problem that I have is when they have to go to the double overtime, because then sometimes you're really leaving it up to a coin toss. Carlos Martinez. Oh! A big throw by Brian Welte of Tekamah-Herman to get the victory in overtime. 2-point takedown and 3-point near fall. Doesn't matter though, because all he needed to do was get 1 point with that sudden death.
He was in trouble much of that match, and like I said, he ended up coming up with a big escape in the end of the third period to tie it up and send it into overtime. We're
down to just one mat now, Class A, and it's a good one. Carlos Martinez of Papillion-LaVista leading Nate Hoeft of Millard North 1-0.
Martinez trying to get his first championship medal. He has 2 runner-up medals and a 4th place medal. Hoeft got his gold medal last year.
We're down to the final 30 seconds there.
It is.
Martinez has to be careful. You know, if he continues to ride, he could get called for stalling. I don't believe there's been any warnings up to this point, but we're down to the final 20 seconds.
Yeah, it does appear, yeah, now they'll call it a stalemate.
So we've got 15 seconds left to go. Nate Hoeft of Millard North trailing Carlos Martinez of Papillion-LaVista.
And Hoeft's got to be just thinking escape right here and get the 1 point.
Both these wrestlers have over 100. Carlos Martinez 110 career victories. Nate Hoeft 117. They're both seniors.
Hoeft tried to roll out of there, unable to. Down to 10 seconds. Hoeft will have to hurry. Martinez trying to hang on, trying to counter everything he throws at him. And now we'll just ride out the last 2 seconds. And that'll be it. And it'll be a 1-0 victory for Carlos Martinez of Papillion-LaVista. So he finally gets that championship medal after finishing runner-up 2 years in a row. Nate Hoeft will have to settle for runner-up this year after being a champion last year.
Carlos Martinez, the second of the Martinez brothers to become state champions for Papillion-LaVista. His brother Tyrone did it before him.
So we're at 135 pounds. We have crowned our 4 champions. And we're going to be taking a look at the results at 135 pounds. And coming up next, we've got some very exciting matches at 140 pounds. Again, the team champions pretty much decided. Kearney in Class A. In Class B, Omaha Skutt. In Class C, Stromsburg-Osceola. And in Class D, Hebron. Now let's take a look at the results in the championship matches at 135 pounds. It was Carlos Martinez with a 1-0 decision over Nate Hoeft of Millard North. In Class B, it was Jeff Elsasser of Omaha Gross with a pin over Chaz DeVetter of Omaha Skutt. In Class C, Brian Welte of Tekamah-Herman wins in overtime over Travis Lucas of Raymond Central. And in Class D, Doug Hunt of Garden County wins 1-0 over Roger Maxwell of Arapahoe. Now let's set up the matches for you in the championship at 100.